Hello there, folks. Welcome to the Breath of the Wild Any Percent Tournament 2021. We have a winner's bracket round one matchup between Pokepanda and CBF. And bringing you our commentary, we've got Prahaha and Smish. Take it from here, you two.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Praha. We got the Smitch over here.
The Smitch, I got the Praha over here.
we got the golden Smitch.
The golden Smitch. Where does that come from?
Harry Potter and the Golden Snitch. Come on.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Right. So today we're looking at the second race of the Breath of the Wild Any Percent Tournament. We are currently playing CBF versus Pokepanda 101. Do you have anything to say about that, Smitch?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know. It's a pretty interesting matchup, I guess. I mean, CBF did pretty well in the qualifiers. Honestly, I mean, without being rude, obviously, I think he did way better than I expected him to. I didn't really know much about. I mean, CBF's been popping off, I think. So it seems like they did pretty well in the qualifiers. Got a PB, got a PBF. Yeah, so that's pretty good.
The 2742, actually, yeah. So
so that's pretty gaming, and I think Pokepanda's taken a bit of a time off, so probably their consistency gone down a little bit, but hopefully they can surprise hopefully surprise us. I'm not too sure, but maybe they'll be just as good. I'm not too sure. I haven't really seen much of Pokepanda's runs, if I'm being honest.
I did look, and they both did 5 qualifiers, so they both kind of had the same amount of races coming into this. Pokepanda was a little bit less consistent, but that's nothing to say that, we can't see a couple trip-ups from CBF or, just a great run by Pokepanda here to take it away.
Yep, definitely. Could, obviously, as always, end up some calamity deaths.
Yeah, I mean, if you're watching the run earlier, we saw a death deep into Ganon phase 2 there. Yeah.
I heard about that one. That sounded pretty rough.
It's never something you want to see in a race. That's just an immediate, 6-7 minute time loss for you.
Yeah, that's just like, I mean, unless your opponent dies as well, it's just no hope.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's something I'd be hoping for player 5 to do playing against me.
Oh yeah, that would that's the dream, isn't it? To hopefully pop off and player 5 dies, but I guess you have to see what happens. Hopefully, I mean, it's always the hope for everyone, really. I guess you always want your opponent to die on calamity, so you get that free time save.
Yeah, it takes off so much pressure from you, but at the same time, it is a race, and those Ganon fights are tricky, and the blights, as scripted as they are, they're still very difficult.
Yeah, a lot can go wrong. Definitely, that's true.
I see neither of them are playing in English. That's good.
Oh, yeah, good start. Easy time save.
I haven't watched too much of their runs like you were saying. I did see a couple of CBF's runs because I was originally going to play them in the first round before there was a couple dropouts, but I wouldn't expect too much crazy from them. Maybe we'll see a BLSS or two to keep that race consistency down, but I don't know if we're going to see anything strikingly new to the scene here.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, it's crazy. This year, there's been so many more inconsistent strats going on throughout the races. Last year, no one would have been ESCing in cryo. Pretty much everyone was doing the normal cryo clip, but I mean, so many people are ESCing now, doing gamer win bomb, all sorts of crazy stuff. So I don't know what people are going to pull off this year. It's always quite surprising, and with BLSS as well, you never know when someone's going to bust one of those out.
And it's a bit funny for you to say that because I am a newer runner. I mean, I've only been running for 3 or 4 months. I've only ever known people to do cryo ESC and the top runners to do cryo wall jump. So all of these strats are I'm oh yeah, I kind of expect that out of people. But when you get into races, these strats are just very different.
Yeah.
I see both runners getting off to a good start here, getting to the stasis late. We're doing good. We're on world record pace so far.
Yeah, both runners on a world record pace. Definitely potential for a 24 right now.
Or potential for 22 if they go for all of the, BTT times. Let's go.
True, yeah. There's still that possibility.
Okay. As a first trick we're going to be starting off here is going to be the SOR clip. Obviously, we're going to use the Sheikah Slate here to break out of the walls. Kind of the first thing you did in your casual Breath of the Wild playthrough as well. You open it up, pushes Link backwards a little bit, and hopefully right through this wall. Both runners struggling a little bit, but we get CBF out in good time. Panda will soon follow.
Struggling a little bit. Falls off a little corner bit.
It is tricky, and sometimes you just don't know what you're doing wrong.
Yeah. That is a rough climb from Pokepanda as well. It's kind of a good idea to do like 3 climbs and then like so that you can get there like up there quickly and then like do a bit of whistle sprinting and climb up twice. But yeah, that was full on whistle sprint up, which was a little bit slow. Kind of sitting behind CBF a bit.
Both runners going for a pot lid, kind of the safe strat in races, about 5 or 6 seconds slower than the Boko Shield, I believe. But, you know, in a race, you need all the consistency you can get.
Yeah, definitely. Also can get some backup food. CBF's got some mushrooms.
Yeah, I didn't grab those my first couple qualifiers, and I died to Bokos, and I think in both of them. So I definitely understand. I understand why that's such a good race strat. That quality of life of just knowing that when that Boko is going to hit you for no random reason, that you're just safe.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a lot better.
It's pretty handy.
It's a lot better than going around breaking that box and just praying that there's an apple in it.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. It's pretty handy. And it's only like hardly any time lost. Like it's like 2 seconds for that menu.
Yeah,
then, like,
right.
Well, yeah, you're still running that way anyway, so.
So as we're starting off here, nothing particularly different that we've seen. A lot of whistle sprinting to keep our stamina up and shield jumps to try to just maximize our speed and minimize speed loss going through the snow. Clean Boku Camp from CBF, making it to the wall. See if Pokepanda gets the same luck. Looks like he's going to be fine.
Nice, yeah. Pretty good. Nice to see. It's really lame seeing people get messed up by Bokas at the camp. It's just like it's just not fair.
Especially in a best of one race when you're immediately set to that disadvantage and you know in the back of your head you're like, well, I'm behind this entire time now.
Yeah.
CBF, clean clip into stasis, no trouble at all.
Yeah, that was really nice.
It is definitely a clip that is very kind of finicky for what it is. At least personally for me, it's one of my least consistent clips.
Oh, definitely. It's so inconsistent. Just like the nature of it is it's just an inconsistent clip. There's nothing you can do. But yeah, a few tries of Pokepanda, but luckily got in.
Yeah, definitely would not have been upset with that in a race setting. You know, 2 or 3 tries is kind of expected, especially with Shrine Skew. Shrine Skew does not seem to be 100% consistent there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that new skew on the mountain is so much more consistent than the Shrine one. I'm surprised none of these runners are actually doing that because that is such a popular thing people are doing now, and I think that's honestly just so good for a race as well because you're just more likely to get into stasis.
I didn't pay much attention to CBF's health because I kind of was assuming he'd be fine or they'd be fine, but I did notice Pokepanda did kind of take a cold damage proc early, so I was wondering if maybe he was worried about it.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't fully notice. Yeah. That's looking like a pretty good stasis for CBF.
Yeah, 429, definitely nothing to be mad about with Potlet in a race. Pokepanda not far behind. It's been a pretty good race so far. I mean, not too much changes between stasis, but there is a lot that can go wrong. I'm going to go ahead and assume we're going to go ahead and see both of our runners scan Amiibo here, both for backup food and for the fish that we'll need later in the run.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know what. I'm pretty sure. I know that CBF doesn't mute. Wait, actually, I don't know. I don't know, actually. I don't know what these guys...
Now that you said that, I kind of didn't even think to check if either of them... I don't see a no Amiibo prompt in either of the race time or the race room. So I would assume they're both running Amiibo.
Yeah, probably.
Like I said, I admittedly kind of forgot that no Amiibo was a category. It's just the vast majority of runners, especially at a high level, run Amiibo. It's an amount of RNG that we're willing to sacrifice for a faster run. Nope, CBF opting not to scan here.
We're gonna do it after the board launch.
Ooh, some people do it after the boulder launch to save the single rune menu. Nope.
Oh, not even doing it there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what CBF's doing. Maybe he's doing no amiibo. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you do it later at bombs. I don't know.
There's 101 million places. If they were doing bombs BLSS, you can scan amiibo while you do that BLSS to save a single. I see CBF in chat saying they scan at bombs.
Confirmed.
So yeah. I do see a lot of people who are starting to do the BLSS strat just scan when they scan for the barrels. Just while you're in the amiibo prompt, you might as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Lean ESC, clean BTB by CDPF, getting into cryo.
Yeah, that's a really nice one actually. Yeah, it's kind of like it's a bit of a false lead because like obviously CBF didn't have to scan amiibo, whereas like that's probably like an extra 20 seconds for Pokepanda for scanning. It's not a very good pro BTB. It's fine, but like they're gonna have to do some shield surfing and such.
Definitely runnable, and that's one of the reasons why in a race you get your fish early is because now they have that extra fish for food if they need it getting up here. I think they should be okay, but
yeah.
Heaven forbid one of those boulders decides it wants to get the better of you. I hate to say it's happened to me a couple of times, but
oh no.
It's always after a stasis gold, and you know the curse.
Yeah.
Gets in just fine. A
That's
little bit of
pretty
buffering.
Nice. Yeah. A little bit of buffering. I think they were going to go for unbuffered, but had to do a bit of buffering towards the end. Let's not cryo jump, Sedge.
Very clean onto that little slab, though. That slab can be a little bit finicky with the cryo block going up under it.
Nice to know your backup movement.
Yeah, when you're going to lose a couple seconds by missing a trick, it's good to minimize that time loss. Getting what looks to be like a 755, 756 cryo split, still on very good pace for CBF.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And now that we know CBF is listening to us. Boom.
Don't mess up, CBF. Woo.
Opting not to go for slate storage, just to go with the fall damage cancel. It really seems to come down to just what you're comfortable with doing. The fall damage cancel isn't the most difficult, but in a consistency standpoint, that slate storage can just be nice.
It seems like CBF is getting a forest thing.
Ooh, kind of an odd forest angle too.
Yeah, very high. Honestly, I thought that was good. Like that bullet time looked good. I think it was just I don't know. Yeah, just some weird positioning on the Bokos maybe.
Opting not to get the extra arrows at that little camp there. Current routing doesn't particularly need the extra arrows, but it's still nice to have them just in case you ever did need them. If CBF is running the 3 ancient arrows, though, that arrow route is a little bit more peculiar.
Well, I mean, even if you get the arrows, you're still gonna... Your Royal Guards bow is still gonna break, so I guess, like... Yeah, it's still gonna be a bit of a problem, even if you have the extra arrows.
Let's see how Pokepanda does on their attempt at a...
Yeah, that could be a nice equalizer if they get it.
Looks good.
Yeah, that's good.
Let the loads be in their favor forever now.
Yeah, hopefully an unloading would be really helpful for them.
Really bring this race back to neck and neck here. Yep. Slate storage. Oh, the cheeky load.
The cheeky load.
I always like to look at the shrine, even though people say it's, you know, it loads more when you look at it, but I at least like to know if I'm gonna just fall on top of a loaded shrine that I might as well just start running immediately to the ski spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so.
Overall, very good clips, very good times into Magnesis for the both of them. It is going to be one of the simpler shrines. It's narrowly a casual shrine, other than a single shield jump. We got Greg the Guardian here. He's gonna shoot you at least once.
Is that his name?
I'm gonna call him Greg. We shall call him Greg.
We could call him Craig. Okay, yeah.
So CBF dropping skew, so he is likely going for the BTB then.
Oh, I see. Because because you keep it for the BLSS.
If you were going to BLSS, I feel like you would want to just keep that skew unless you really wanted that momentum boost from the shield, but...
Right.
Worldwide boss can confirm his name is Greg. Okay.
Right, okay. Confirmed.
I'm glad I did not butcher Greg's name.
Butcher Greg's name. Yeah.
Pokepanda keeping skew, so we might see a BLSS here from Pokepanda, which, you know, has been a pretty big equalizer in these qualifiers and these races. This bomb's BTB is not the most consistent.
Getting hit by the box. Luckily, it landed in the water by the sort of river bank, so that's not too bad. But yeah, definitely don't want to be getting hit by the box, but it's okay. I assume Bloodell scanned before bombs, so
get the health back from the wind bomb. Ooh, nice low angle.
I really didn't think that was going to be low angle. Actually, that looked totally normal. Weird.
We are not seeing BLSS from Pokepanda. We're also seeing box walk BTB. Or box walk to BLSS, maybe?
We can hope.
Okay, I see one carp.
Yeah, both runners not getting a good box walk.
It is one of those tricks, though, that I feel like you know going into it that even if you're consistent at it, you can still make those mistakes.
You still accidentally flick your thumb further than you wanted to or whatever.
Or, you know, in a race setting like this, your hands are just that tiny bit sweaty and that joystick just slips a teeny bit.
Bit of a weird angle here on Bomb's BTB. It's so
Gonna get the cutscene? Nope. Okay. Nice. At least we didn't get the Guardian cutscene, so that's good.
Yeah, it's lucky. Yeah, I mean, it's not a terrible angle. It's just a weird one, I guess. I don't know.
Not one that you see too often, though. I've seen that a couple times with low angle where you get kind of sent in that direction, but that high angle I've never once really seen over there.
But yeah, I guess CBF Scan and Amiibo has kind of brought them together a bit here now.
Right? Yeah. We were saying that, you know, it was kind of that false lead they had earlier.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention. I think they had a Scan 3 or 4 Amiibo.
Yeah, I think it was roughly something like that, yeah, because I know it wasn't in the second one.
Yeah. Amiibo just has not been kind to people in races. Where's all the single Amiibo scans make up the time loss? Okay. CBF going for gamer.
Going for gamer, that's great. That's another crazy thing. It's just this has just never happened last year, but everyone's going for gamer this year. It's the new hot thing.
I actually tend to prefer going for gamer, because even if I mess it up, I'll get over the wall. Whereas with the standard wind bomb that we see Poke doing over there, I have a tendency to not get bullet time, because a bit close to the ground there, so...
Yeah. I mean, the main time loss of gamer wind bomb is in the setup, getting on the peg. And if you do that fast, then you won't lose too much time if you don't get the full thing. But it's still a time loss if you don't get it properly.
And it probably spends a little bit longer inside bullet time itself, but, you know, those are potentially small time losses if you get gamer wind bomb. Both runners, though, are about 10 seconds apart, coming down to potentially a big equalizer split with the wind bomb and the tree launch having big time loss potentials here. I feel both by now are pretty confident. They've both been running for over a year at this point. These are pretty standard strats and runs nowadays. Some people do choose to go for the double wind bomb, but CBF, clean wind bomb. Beautiful angle.
It's quite early to switch to stasis, but that is okay. And that's also slightly left on the wind
Left,
bomb with
very
Pokepanda.
far left.
Not a very good placement, but it's okay.
I was a bit worried about a dead angle there, but
Yeah,
makes
definitely.
it over.
It's not too bad. That's okay. It's a little bit of a run.
CBF with a very respectable plateau time in races here, coming in with what looks to be a 15:40, 15:45 maybe.
Yeah, I reckon like a 15 plat is something to be expected. I reckon for races. Like 14 is obviously really good, but 15 is what a lot of people have been getting. I see, or like low 16, high 15 has been quite a common thing I've seen. But either way.
Pokepanda definitely not far behind still there, keeping this very close. We'll see how we do on the BTBs here.
CBF going for the castle BTB. Kind of weird to say, but a bit early on the bullet time. He's not taking.
Going for Lumina backup.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. I was
Yep,
wondering what they were doing. Okay.
Yeah, going for the BLSS here.
So let's see.
Not quite sure.
Roll down.
I feel like everybody has a different ledge that they like to grab this BLSS off of, so it's always kind of interesting to see.
That is not a good BTB.
Pokepanda just choosing to reload. Not a bad strat when you're confident in your BTB timing, but BLSS just gets you to castle without, the added frustrations of BTBs.
Yeah. God, CBF, don't get too close to the speed cap. No!
Especially when you load over those... Yep,
there you go.
When you load over those trees, that speed cap likes to be even less forgiving.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I noticed it when I started doing the pop BLSS. When you are BLSSing over load areas with mostly those patches of trees, it likes to just stop you. Pretty close timing, though, all in all. We'll see what the gate has to say about things.
Please. Okay.
CBF with that bomb on screen might help keep the gate unloaded a little bit longer. I always have my theories about that, but...
Wait, what is that like? Just having the bomb makes it not load properly?
So my thought, and it makes some amount of sense, that me and Rosin have been playing with it for a while, is that having a bomb on screen takes up space that the game can try to load the gate to, which unfortunately we see Pokepanda here, his gate loaded. Looks like they're confident with the ESC into castles, so shouldn't be a major time loss for them.
Hopefully, that's really unfortunate though. It really sucks when you get that.
And the rest of the castle inside there wasn't even loaded, if you noticed. It was still very much one polygon inside there. And that's just unfortunate. And, I assume we got people trying to figure out how the game works. As of now, I'll stick with my little superstitions.
Like CBF getting a major thing.
Very good in races. Yeah, it's an extra 10.5 minutes. You don't have to worry about anything, and it adds the extra crit chance, which I don't think anyone here needs the 19-minute potion, but...
Right. I guess it's pretty handy. God, I really hate when people do get the castle load. It really sucks.
Okay, we're in. Let's go.
Ripped out by castle. Amazing.
We're still very much in the realm of, a single Windblight skip or, a bad timing. Anything can bring this race back together, so don't count Pokepanda out at all. CBF going for 6 Ancient Arrows, probably entirely inbounds here. Yeah.
Bit of a slow climb.
You can actually just, once you climb up, you can side hop and then diagonal hop off, and you only take about half heart of damage. So I'm curious why he took the time, or why they took the time to slow climb that.
Yeah.
Maybe just trying to take as little damage as they possibly could. Grabbing an extra shield. Yeah, they're just playing it as safe as they can.
It's high up. Yeah, okay. Okay, so Pokemon are looking fine for that Sneak Strike. Because I imagine Pokepanda's probably going for 6 ancient arrows as well. No delay on the square bomb placement. That is pretty courageous. But looks like it worked out, I guess. Like I need to get a little bit of extra height if I do that.
Clean movement from CBF in this Moblin. And the 6 ancient arrow inbound route, that Moblin doesn't seem to give too many people trouble. Definitely gives you a lot more with the out of bounds midair. And you get that weird load from him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a lot more forgiving in bounds. Sure.
But sometimes, you know, you can run up to that Moblin and he turns a blind eye, but sometimes if you just look at him funny, he notices you.
Alright.
Okay, CBF. Clean wind bomb. Stair clear of that Malice. Don't touch the Malice.
That's really good. Look at that. Wow, that's a lovely wind bomb. Oof.
I can't tell you how many times I've died on half heart touching that Malice. Ooh, Pokepanda overshooting? Oh, no. Intentional? I've never actually seen anyone go for that hole in there.
Yeah, it's going for wind skip. Saving. Good idea. I've now realized post last year's tournament, I now know to save every single time after Windblight skip.
Yeah, you're looking
so
at
annoying.
3 seconds to save versus the 30 something seconds it would take you to wind bomb all the way back up and set it up again.
So annoying. I'm messing up Windblight skip. That sucks. UBF.
Ooh, Pokepanda missing.
Oh no! Oh, that's really unfortunate.
I couldn't tell if that was a dead angle or if they had ragdoll. They couldn't have ragdoll. They wind bombed up there. Just kidding.
I think it was just pretty bad bomb placement. I don't think that was highly doubt it was a dead angle. That was pretty cardinal. So I think you just had generally bad bomb placement. This is pretty unfortunate to be taken all the way back here. That sucks big time. CBF can get Windblight skip this time.
Did CBF cook extra food there?
He cooked hearty food, yeah.
Okay.
He got a hearty salmon. Okay. Hopefully this one goes better. Rage, that looks fine. Yeah. Bit far to the right, but playing it safe because sometimes you can get caught on the post. Oh no, messed up Windblight skip again! Oh my gosh. Oh, that's gonna bring it close together now, yeah.
Yeah, they're essentially tied here once he throws this boomerang or smacks the boomerang, whatever they choose to do.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were so low.
I do notice, though, especially with people who use gyro aim, that Windblade skip does tend to be a bit dodgy because you're shaking, especially in a race when you're this close. It is very hard to get that precise spot.
That's true. That's true.
I'm not one to gyro aim, but I feel like if I was in a race setting, when I saved for Windblade skip, I would also turn gyro aim off just for that.
Yeah, I think I've seen a few people do that sometimes. I say, I don't know. I just can't be bothered. I would just stick with it, but...
Pokepanda getting Windblight skip first try there, so we're both in Water Blight. Very close race still.
Yeah, that's even them up a little bit, just one phase apart, which is pretty nice, but 30 seconds still.
I assume at this point we're going to see pretty standard routing between the fights. For the most part, people might do 1 or 2 hits differently, but a lot of the blights, especially at this level, tend to be mirror images of each other.
Yeah,
CBF hitting an extra hit, Fire Blight.
Yeah, I mean that's
that might matter for Thunderblade, but as long as they can pick up the we gotta.
Oh god, no!
One shot protection.
Oh my gosh. Okay, they got some food.
That one-shot protection coming in very nice. When you are at full 3 hearts, the game, for the most part, will prevent you from being one-shot. There are certain attacks that ignore this, but I don't believe Water Blight has any of those attacks.
That is very unlucky. That really sucks because it obviously messes up your durability on your bow, and now they're gonna have to. Oh my gosh.
Are they out of
Ideal.
arrows at this
I
point?
know. Arrows. Yeah, I guess they'll have to use an ancient arrow. Oh,
They can throw the boomerang.
yeah, throw the boomerang. Yeah, forget about that.
We'll have to see how CBF copes with this Thunderblade. Do they? They have the boomerang. Okay.
What's broke for a boomerang?
I was admittedly watching Pokepanda here, and I didn't notice if CBF threw the boomerang at Fireblight. They still had it.
I think they threw it. And well, yeah, I wasn't really looking as well, but I'm pretty sure they threw it. And I guess they. It's like what? CBS seeming like they're gonna close out this fight pretty well. Yeah, it's a good blight fight. It's pretty good, pretty clean. Other than the early Claymore break.
Easier fights once you've learned them.
Yeah, I think that's true.
CBF playing a very clean Ganon here. Missing a couple headshots, but doing just fine.
Nice. Nice parry. Get some double hits in.
I noticed though they didn't Ancient Arrow. Are they going to Ancient Arrow now? Like 3? But they do like the 3 Ancient Arrow routing.
Right, I see.
Gotta really make sure you hit those last couple headshots.
Yeah. Oh, that was really nice.
I think I saw them miss the first Ancient Arrow, so they had to be a bit
Yeah.
more cautious with it. But not running to the wall immediately is a good sign. Here, see if we get the laser.
That was a really clean first phase.
Yeah, it's almost interesting that they did the 3 Ancient Arrow route with 6 Ancient Arrows, just so you had to worry a little bit less about how many headshots you hit.
Yeah.
Missing the slam
Oh,
timing.
no. So Pokepanda also on Calamity right now, so that's good. Glad they got through the blight fights.
Judging by the damage,
easy.
looks like they opened up with the Ancient Arrows, followed by a
Yeah.
Flurry Rush to force the slam. Headshots. Koz grabs the Claymore. Continue to headshot. Laser. Very, very standard script of this fight. Ooh, unfortunately misses the parry, so now it becomes a bit more iffy. Going to the wall. Ooh, that is not what Pokepanda wanted to see right now.
This is a really rough first phase in comparison to CBS. That kind of sucks. Spear, not too bad. Alright, it's okay.
The spear was at least one of the more difficult timings to learn, but once you realize you have to parry as soon as that spear's inside you and not beforehand, it is a pretty good visual cue to parry.
This one sucks. Cryo blocks.
CBF in the Dark Beast, gonna pick up the Bow of Light. Not even gonna try to say its French name.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate wall from Ganon for Pokepanda. Oh my gosh, that was like just the worst attacks. Like a spear, okay, miss that parry, and then the cryo blocks, and the tornado. It's like impossible.
I almost wondered, did they not have any bomb arrows left to try to just bow and bomb arrow him down?
I'm not sure. They've still got royal guards, though, so I'm not really sure exactly what they're doing. I don't know if they've got some bomb arrows left. I assume they don't have bomb arrows left, otherwise they'd be using them, I guess.
It might be a bit of race nerves here. I believe I only saw them shoot off maybe 5 or 6, but you know, in a race, it's whatever gets you through Ganon. Still gets through phase 1, no deaths, so kudos to them.
GG's on CBF for getting through Calamity. That is always good.
And now onto the most difficult fight of the game. We got Dark Beast Ganon here.
Yeah, very tricky.
Some say that if you don't kill the horse, you never really beat the boss.
It's true, yeah. It's true. Your run's invalid unless you kill the horse, actually.
Pokepanda going through Stunlock here. Looks like timing is just fine. Getting good amount of hits in, missing a couple. Ooh.
Oh no. Ah.
Slammed a little bit too late. Commentator's
Yeah.
course. My apologies there, Pokey.
Oh god. I'm sorry. No.
Oh
I'm
lord.
pretty upset about the horse kill.
We can save the animals here if CBF is nice.
Just not needed after Dark Beast. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh,
Wait, Chad, can we get a vote? Can we get a vote for CBF here real fast?
a fire! He's not gonna be able to do that in time.
Oh, Pokepanda taking an unfortunate death to the slam.
That is unfortunate.
We'll see if they continue and redo the fights here if they tap it out.
Ah.
CBF
Unlucky.
finishing it out, finishing first place with a 32.18, which in our racer's time here is at 31.05. Respectable race time for sure.
GG. Good run. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, it feels like it's a blur at this point, but I can't remember any major time losses other than the 2 Windblade skip misses. I feel like it was a very clean run by CBF.
Yeah, let's see, yeah, it's just like Mag BTB had to do the
The force
BLSS,
angle, yeah.
and yeah, just the castle was pretty clean, and yeah, other than that, the Windblade skip was pretty good.
Okay,
Good
so
race.
let's go ahead and cheer on Pokepanda while they go through their races here, or their fights, not their races,
Woo!
a second time. It's definitely a bit frustrating when you take that Ganon get death in phase 2, like we were talking about earlier. You lose so much time and you lose the mentality, but always kudos to runners who finish out the runs. And it was a pretty solid run for Pokepanda as well. Ooh, we got CBF in chat here. CBF, do you got words of encouragement for your competitor here?
I'm gonna be quite frank with you. I was not paying attention to what I was doing because I was hoping and really putting out like positive energy for Pokey. I think over the last few months he's made such like great progression in the game that like I'm a huge fan. So I've just been watching and hoping that we get through this. So yeah, I mean other than that, like I think he's got it. Very solid, very consistent. Yeah, it was a good race. I had fun.
You know, when I was looking into Pokepanda to see how long Pokepanda had been running, I noticed that they're actually a pretty good runner of Twilight Princess HD as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pokey's got some skills. Yeah.
Zelda gamer.
Yeah, Zelda gamer for sure.
So, what do you think of your run, CBF? How did that go?
I played it really safe. I grabbed food on plat just in case. Definitely not good getting forest angle and getting hit by the box while box walking. But clean wind bomb to trees, I thought, as well as the rocket tree went well. Because I have not been able to get it throughout the entire tournament. I mean, up until my PB, like I wasn't able to hit it, but this time, thankfully, I did. And then I had to get the BLSS to castle.
Oh yeah. That was a pretty good save.
Yeah,
pretty good save, I reckon.
I lost an arrow because in trying to cancel the BTB, I accidentally let go of.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't actually notice that. That's funny.
Yeah, I heard it hit the concrete, and I was like, "Oh no, I need to get an extra arrow." But thankfully, like when you break those boxes next to the ancient arrows, like most of the time you'll get like 1 to 5 arrows somewhere around them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty lucky. Yeah, but otherwise, looks like it was pretty clean. Pretty clean. Ganon looked like.
Oh, thank you. That first phase, I missed a headshot.
Yeah.
Your first ancient arrow shot.
But I still got it. Interestingly enough, without the bow break, which typically happens during that first phase collab.
Really?
Yeah, like literally that last slam that I had during stun lock, I switched my bow off so that way I could have the audio cues for pre-fires. I missed both of all 3 of them, so it didn't matter.
Oh, So
I was like a frame late. I was like a frame
Yeah.
late. Is what it was.
Oh, would have been cool.
Yeah.
Well, GG's on your race.
Thank you. I
Congrats.
appreciate it.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
Pokepanda can get through the rest of this. Big poggers for continuing. I got a lot of respect for that because I would definitely just DNF at this point. So, because I would not be like, I would just be like, can't be bothered. So I got mad respect for this.
Yeah, who would miss Windblade skipping a race, CBF? Who would do that?
Twice.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Because I missed it once, by a lot, and then the second time it literally was just like a one hit.
So I have to ask, was it nerves, or were you just trying to go fast, or was it just an honest miss?
I was just trying to go fast, honestly. I think with that particular skip, I've been YOLOing it as of late. Just basing off of muscle memory, honestly. But this time, that secondary shot, like I took a little more time to set it up in lieu of just picking a spot and letting go of the arrow.
Yeah, we see Pokepanda get through Windblade. We'll see how
go.
Water Blight goes.
Let's go, Pokey.
We see someone named Smitch in chat asking to post anchors. Not sure who that is.
Post
Yeah.
this anchor to help out Panda. I guess it works, right?
It kind of works. I don't know. It's hard.
The
I can't think of it. What do you mean?
the English
emoji?
accent. The English accent makes sense.
Anchor
Yeah.
Panda.
Anchor.
Panda.
Post this anchor.
And
I don't
then
know.
there's me over here like, post this anchor.
Anchor.
Anchor to help out Panda.
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 Hey, and where I'm from, we just grow corn. That's all I do.
Yeah.
Panda.
So far, pretty
I-
clean fights, though, from him this round.
Yeah. Gets the slam. Well, more than likely just need the 2 headshots.
Yeah, it was
Ooh,
really
needs a
rough.
touch
the
of
first
damage
time.
there.
Really rough when he was just trying to like. It seemed pretty bad with missing his headshots. That is so detrimental. Like, it's so bad in this new route where like, well, I mean, like in the old route, if you mess up a headshot or something, it's fine because you got 2 bows and like a crap ton of arrows, so it's okay. But like now it's a big deal, and yeah, it really messes it up.
Yeah, I think this new route has written like a very specific script, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you deviate from it even just slightly, like the run could be over, and that's so like jarring. That's the word. It's like, oh my god, I missed a headshot. Now I have to figure out what to do.
Post this Uganda to help out Panda. Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you, Vlad. I'm gonna get that tattooed on.
Post this Uganda. That is Uganda. It's true.
Let's go, Thunderbolt. I
Ooh,
did not
their
catch.
early rise on Thunderblight.
Always so scary as well.
Ooh.
And then
Thunderblight.
Link's animation always is just so upsetting. Like you have to do that backflip, like slightly earlier than when Thunderblight is arriving.
It's definitely like very much like not what the timing you would expect it to be. It feels weird to jump early and ooh, missing the timing there. Doesn't have any other food.
Fire rush.
Please.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Pokepanda doesn't have any food left over. They did take a bit of damage on Windblight.
Gosh.
Really? Oh, and then no extra shield either.
They had left Windblight with like 6 or 7 hits left, and
Oh, I see.
gets through the phase. See how this affects phase 2. He doesn't have the shield up, which is good.
Post this Panda to help out Panda. I see, right. Post this Salamander to help out Panda.
Can't we just find a panda emote?
I don't think there is. Oh, maybe there is. No, because it's got a rhyme. Panda doesn't rhyme with. Well, it does rhyme with panda, but you know, that's panda can't rhyme with panda. It's cheating.
We have an
that's
emote
too
for
easy.
Amanda. No, Amanda can help.
Amanda to help out.
Post this Amanda. Do you like? woman.
Okay, so we did see the rise from Thunderblight. See how he reacts to this. Double boomerang throw, good option.
Oh, smart. Throws the
So-
next one again. Let's go. And then just spin to win. Oof.
Ooh, breaks the
Oh.
boomerang, which might hurt a little bit, but you can also pick up the sword in Ganon.
He's out of arrows though. At this point, it's gonna be that weird animation where it's like a triple spin. Oh, does have a shield. Does have a
Not
shield.
sure how comfortable they are with that timing.
No! Oh, no.
Pokepanda taking the unfortunate death to be honest, to this day, I still don't know how to flurry rush that attack.
Yeah.
And fair enough.
GG.
Pokepanda doing a DNF, but GG's pretty really respectable to keep going with that, and
Yeah.
really good run. So big GG's to Panda.
GG's to CBF for the victory there, and massive props to Pokepanda for keeping it going. It was a pretty close race to Castle, and then a couple unfortunate missteps just really set this race apart at the very end.
Yeah. Yeah, really good race.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I am thankful that like I got to race against Panda. Oh, think of it. Welcome in, Panda.
Hey,
GG's.
Pokepanda, GG's on your race, despite the ending.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Big respect to keep going. I definitely would have quit way earlier, so I've got mad respect for that.
1000%.
Nice one. Yeah, really.
Yeah, well, I messed up the first phase of Calamity, so it took way too long. So I didn't have the attack up food, and then I died on that, and then I failed Windblade skip like 5 times.
Yeah, it looked pretty rough towards Ganon and such. I mean, like, the Ganon fight looked pretty difficult to do. Like lots of annoying like wall attacks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
You did what you could to deal with it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got a like a plateau PB.
Let's go.
Oh really?
Oh, congratulations.
Let's go.
Only by it was only by like a second or so, but I golded bombs and then I saved a bit of time on.
PB's a PB. We take those, Pokey.
Yeah, PB. Nice.
Yeah, I was really happy with that run up until Calamity, really.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it was going pretty well.
I believe up until the gate loaded on you there, Pokey, you guys were only about 10-15 seconds apart.
Yeah, that wasn't great because it was just the gate was just there. So
yeah, it was really unlucky. It sucks so bad. I felt really bad, but it's just the way it goes. Kind of obviously you dealt with it. Once again, dealt with it the way the only way you possibly can. Just with this garbage ESC, but but otherwise, like a really good run. I think the castle looked pretty good in general. And good. So, pretty good. That was a really good race.
Yeah.
Any last words from either of you two? CBF, Pokey?
No, I mean, like, thank you, Pokey.
Thanks.
That was super fun. I always enjoy being able to like run with other folks. Like, I feel like this game got me through a lot of my depression, like over the pandemic, right? Things shutting down. So finding folks in this community has just been phenomenal. And Pokey, like, thankfully, like, you know, I've had the pleasure of watching you progress in the same way that I have, you know. So I'm just thankful that I got an opportunity to race against you. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks you too. It's been fun. I've been running the game for just over a year, and I didn't join the tournament last year because I had only been running for like a month. But I'm glad I got the opportunity this year, and thanks.
Yeah, hopefully you get to go pretty far in the losers bracket. Hopefully, even though luckily you get that second chance. I think that's really good to get that losers bracket. So that's really cool. You get far in there.
Yeah, it looks like between the two of you, you'll be facing either Altexo or that guy Chucky.
Ooh, Chucky.
Yeah, the winner of that race will go on to face CBF, and the loser of that race will go on to face Pokepanda.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, Mitch, on how the race went?
Any final thought for me? I wasn't expecting this. Oh my gosh, the
How
turnaround.
the tables have turned.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god. Yeah, that was a fun race. I enjoyed doing comms with Pra for the first time, and that's my first comms of this year. So yeah, that was a good race. Cool race, guys. I enjoyed watching that. Fun times. Quite enjoyed doing this. Quite late, so just chilling here, all cozy, and then just chilling with some races. So it's quite cool actually. So yeah, pretty nice. Good entertainment. Thanks, guys.
Okay, I think I'm Angry Demon Noises. It looks like we're handing over to you at this point.
Yeah, well, talking about late, our next run is going to be at 5 a.m. Eastern. So, that is late for the rest of the world at least. And that match is going to be Alexandra Lin versus Roko. And that'll also be on ZSR main. And since Alexandra Lin is live right now, we will go ahead and raid her. Seems appropriate. And thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you, Adian, for the restream. Thank you, Smith and Braha, for the comms. Tay is
Thank you,
cute.
everyone.
I'm going to keep saying that for the rest of the tournament. Tay is cute.